The method I've come up with to try to get you to understand how this all works is called the AC/DC method. So what does that stand for? Well, the AC stands for an awareness of core values, and the DC is developing the discipline to stay committed, because they're two separate things. If you can't define what really matters, you will never stay committed to the choices that you make in your life. It's why, if you're like me, on January 3rd, even though you said, I'm losing 20 pounds, you're already half a sleeve into an Oreo box that I get, right? I understand. But when we define those core values, it allows us to have something to hold ourselves accountable to. That's why we don't do it, because we like making up excuses. It's more fun, right? So let's talk about core values. How do we get there? What are they really? So for me, it wasn't until a couple of years after this all happened that I decided to get serious about my non-negotiables. So my non-negotiables look like this: creativity, hope, impact, empathy, family, authenticity. Every single decision I make in my life gets filtered through these 6 things. You want to go to lunch with me? I filter that decision through this. You ask me to come speak at ASAE? I filter it through this. If it helps me achieve these things, the answer is yes. If it violates these things, the answer is no, and I don't feel bad. Because I'm telling you, these are the things that matter most to me. So if you can help me achieve those things, I will be there under any circumstance. So that's how it works. Creativity, hope, impact, empathy, family, authenticity. I actually program them into my day. If you meet me and you do not experience these, that's on me. It's my fault. Because I want you to feel it. I want you to experience it. Whether we have a 30-second conversation or we get to hang out for a couple of hours together, this should be something completely visible in my life. It's going to help you know how to behave around me. It's going to help you know what words to choose when you talk to me. Because these are the things. This is why I'm here. So I look at that and I go, okay, I did the work. I defined them. I proved them. What happens next? Well, this is when I told you we don't find purpose, we choose purpose. And what do I mean by that? Well, when you define your core values, it's the activation of those core values that is your purpose. How many people have ever read Simon Sinek's Start With Why? Okay, that book is wrong. You can throw it away. You don't start with why. That's not true. If you start with why before you define the what, your why is wrong 100% of the time. You have to define what matters most before you know what your why is. If you choose your why before you this is the things, these are my non-negotiables, your why is not correct.